Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Chris for TV, and you have tuned into Your View. Stay tuned. And we're back with another segment of Your View Volume 2. Michigan House passed bill allowing MMTS to refuse treatment to gay people. Now, I'm going to give you my personal views on this topic. I will hope that you will receive it, apply it, and allow me to state what I need to state, and you leave your opinion and comments in the box below. Let's get into it. Over the weekend, the Republic of Michigan State House passed a license to discriminate. The bill that would just give about anyone the right to discriminate and to refuse emergency or to give medication to the HIV because of them being gay, bi, transgender, or gay. So, my thoughts on this whole situation is you have a job and your job is to provide needs to people who call you, whether it being heart attacks, whether it being nausea. Your needs will be to provide them with emergency care. So hearing about this is very, very crazy that you will refuse or discriminate against somebody because of their lifestyle. Now, you, who are you to discriminate and to say, I'm not going to give you service because of what you do in your private home or in your private life? How does that go? I mean, you're getting paid to save a life, you're getting paid to medicate, and you're getting paid to respond. So with this being passed, it's like, okay, where do you go from here? It reminds you of the Republicans. It's everybody, all the states and governor and hopefully not the president in a couple of more years when it's time for the presidential inauguration. But right now, the House representative are Republicans. So this really doesn't surprise me that this situation would be dealing with discriminating and not providing service. I mean, really, like, what crazy mind comes up with discrimination and you want to not provide service for somebody who needs it? I mean, so you mean to tell me that my personal life will now reflect me dying because of your religious belief? And just to get basic, let's side note just for 1 minute. And with this being religious, let's say if one of the MES, MTS or MTS, whatever it is, a Christian, and you already know how church folk is with the LGBT community or anything that they don't like really. So it comes with that being said. Let's say if it's a church person and he or she is a Christian, and you know how they respond to the LGBT community. So you mean to tell me, and let's say I'm part of the LGBT community. So you mean to tell me I'll call you with a slight heart attack or going into a slight stroke, and because of what I do in my personal life, you mean to tell me that you're going to refuse emergency service to me and allow me to die because of your own religious belief? Question. That's two. Let's say nowhere in my Bible, and I'm a consistent Bible reader, not let alone I am a pastor. So with that being said, where in the Bible did it say that God refused any healing service, laying hands on, anointing, etc. to anybody? Please leave your thoughts and comments below because that's the answer they know. Because did not limit his service to anybody. Everybody, he treated everybody as equal, and he treated everybody. He even lowered himself down to our standards to reach us. So you mean to tell me that you're gonna pass? The bill has been passed, and this is in Michigan right now. It's not worldwide. That you're gonna refuse service to someone who needs it because of what you think or what you believe? That that's mind boggling, and I don't agree with it at all. Because if God limited us because of what we lacked or what He didn't like, there will be no air, there will be no life, there will be no you. So with that being said, that is another thing that you should protest about, because you can't just leave it at protesting because a white cop shooting a black person. You cannot just protest when a cop shoots a person. You can't protest on certain situations if it's not right and rights are being limited. That is another reason for you to protest, and not just protest on what you want to protest on. Because if you do that, then most of the things are going to be violated. Most things will be limited. Because nowhere in the Bible, nowhere in life did it say that God limited us services of what we need because of our background. If God limits your service, what would you do? Because I really want to know your answer. I really would like to know your answer on that situation. And with that being said, for those who voted for these Republicans or whoever's in office who had the audacity to write this bill, does that person represent you well? Because I've never heard of anything or any person who would write a bill or who would to think about something like that for you to refuse service for anybody. Because if you're gonna refuse service for some person being liking who they like, this, that, and other, or something that goes on in their personal life, then that means you might as well go ahead and refuse service to everybody. Because just like God didn't, just like it was abomination unto God for certain acts for a man to sleep with a man and vice versa, then God didn't like sex before marriage. So you're gonna refuse MTS or MES emergency service to them. God didn't like cursing. Um, it's a list of sins and commandments that us as Christians, us as people, break and do not abide by every day. But are you going to write a bill on that? Why is it just focused on one thing? Because the thing is, what what is separated one person from another is sin, and the definition of sin. Just because I might not do what you do does not mean I'm better than you or you're better than me. So that poses the question is, one, what are your thoughts on this situation at hand? Two, as a religious leader and as a religious person, I know a lot of people go to church. How do you feel about that being as a Christian? And three, does does if you voted for the Senate that are in the House right now in Michigan, is that what you voted for? Is that what you want? If so, leave the comments down below. This has been YouTube segment of Your View, Volume 2, LGBT versus Michigan State Senate. Peace.